Was talking about, have you ever thought about going to basically the House Veterans Affairs Oversight Committee? I'm probably saying this out of order. It's such a mouthful. And I previously had not. Well, I take that back. I kind of had, 'cause I'd gone through Congress through my local rep's office here, Mike Johnson. Okay. So I did that. But um, it just, Congress is really complicated. Politics is super complicated. Trying to get things done, it's really complicated, Congress, and time consuming. But what I did was I went here, as you can see on the screen, and I was able to find this wonderful website, veterans.house.gov is the name of the website, veterans.house.gov. I actually did, I believe, I linked the YouTube channel of them on the description of this video podcast, but I will link this website there as well. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because they have got a pretty great website. I was actually impressed. For a government website, this is pretty good. And they have an area where it says like contact us, and it has a basic contact form here. And then it also has this whistleblower section here. And, it has, let's say, I'm going to say yes. Yes, I'm a veteran. And then it has some different follow-up questions, like, are you a VA patient? Are you a VA contractor? Who are you? And then it has, all these other questions, basically what you want to disclose, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so these are options about how you can communicate with this committee. They also have 2 phone numbers. I actually did it all because I'm an overachiever. I filled out this contact form right here, contact the committee. Oops. I filled out the whistleblower form with the same information, and I also called and left a voicemail on each phone number that was listed, which was right here, this one. And then also, I think there's another one on the other form, I forget. Well, anyways, they're working tele-remotely right now, just FYI. So email is definitely the best way to reach these people, I learned. And they did a really good job of getting back to me right away. And the reason I'm showing you this is because if you want your voice heard and you're a veteran and you don't maybe like what's going on at the VA, like the best thing you can do if you're able to do it is to give constructive feedback, basically. And this is a way to do it. And I did it and it worked for me thus far, but there's a whole bunch of information about the committee. So we could just say, I don't know, chairman. We'll just do chairman. Okay, so it shows the rep that is the chairman of the committee. And it has a bunch of information. So I think that's really worthwhile and worth checking out. Is that they did email me, the House Committee on Veterans Affairs, within an hour of sending the message. And it did not look like an auto email, to my surprise. It was actually personalized, and not just with my name, but with some specific information relevant to me. And basically, it acknowledged that they'd received my contact form with what I had to say, and that they had recorded for the record like my commentary about the VA and my suggestions for improvement of services, basically. And of course, my suggestion was what I want as a veteran, me, not everyone else, but what I want is to basically have, as I've said before, get the money that's being wasted on all these people's compensation so I can use it on healthcare providers of my choice outside the VA, period. That's what I want, so I don't deal with VA drama anymore. So anyways, they did write that down. They did thank me for the comments. They did say that they were actively soliciting comments from other military stakeholders, military veterans, spouses, whatever, caregivers, because they wanted their legislation to reflect the input of the stakeholders in the military community and not just the legislators and the politicians that are drafting up the legislation, essentially. And so I really liked that open dialogue that they've set the tone for. And I'd like to encourage anyone who can hear my voice or see my face to go to that website and to, put in your constructive comments in there as well. Whatever it is that you have that you'd want to share, that you would like to see drafted into legislation about the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, whether it be Veterans Health Administration or something else. For me, obviously, it's VHA. So yeah, that was it. And then they said basically they don't do casework, which means helping a person with a specific issue related to the VA. And so they refer that to your local rep, essentially. That's what they did in my situation. But I just think it's great that if you have the ability to influence legislation in a direction that would be meaningful to you. Because we, as the veterans, have to live with this crummy Veterans of Health Administration that I have observed and witnessed in Louisiana, and not just Louisiana, but elsewhere. Okay. I've seen some real bad stuff at other VAs too. This is not the only region. Um, when I go to my next region, next part of the country, I plan to basically do whatever I got to do to basically bypass the VA and get my healthcare outsourced because I don't trust the VHA at all. Not after dealing with what I've dealt with in Louisiana. So, like, super good with that. No thanks. And anyone who's against my commentary here, I double dog dare you to go have all of 100% of your healthcare taken over by the VA and see how that works out for you. Yeah, because it hasn't worked out real good for me. All right, that's all I got. I wish you all the best.